Now we'll look at the utility area. Utility area is on the right side and it has two sections. Right in the middle, you see you can drag up and down. The top area is the file information and quick help. The down below is code and object library. Now if I select a file on this side, what I see is the file information, the file name, the type of the file, where it is, localization, and other source code control options. And you can change the name and all that stuff here. Now as you see, there's a little toolbar up there. The other one here is called Quick Help Inspector. Of course, there isn't a quick help available in this case. Sometimes it is available and you have sample code and things like that. The other important point is what you see here depends on what you select here. As you saw, when I select something here, nothing changes here. When I click here, then you will see something related to that file. So what you see here depends on what I see over here. The nib files are a special case. Let me select the nib file. It's a user interface, and now we have more options than if we were looking at a source code control file. So I select it in the navigator, then I select individual things here, and I can see that we have file inspector, then we have the quick help inspector. Now in this case we have description, availability, and all these things. Then we have the identity inspector, we have the attributes inspector, and we have the size inspector, and also the show the connections inspector. The details on it coming later. So let's say okay, let's go with this example down below. Now down below we have the code and object library, and again it has a little toolbar saying show me a file template, show me the code snippet library, show me the object library, and show me the media library. Object library, if you are working with the building a GUI with the drag and drop, here's a label. I want to put a label here, right? So just click it up there. Now when I click the label up here, then I see information about the label. You see it's saying that where it is, and we go in here, it is a declared in which header it's declared in, what type it is, different type of connections, and we'll cover them later. Here we have a file template library. When we are working with the Objective-C code, then this one comes into play. You can drag and drop different kind of codes here. Also, it's possible to make custom code snippets and put them here. We have object library we already saw, and also media library. If we add sounds and pictures here, then we'll be able to drag and drop over there. So let's look at them in a little bit more detail. I'm in the GUI, and of course in the user interface I need the object library. What other kind of objects are in there? There are different ways to see them. This way or that way. We have the label, round rectangle, segmented control, text fields. We'll look at them, each one of them, in the upcoming controls. And that's all different kinds, and that's what iOS development is all about, to know all of them, what they can do. and we'll get to it. Let's look at a file, source code file, and of course in source code you can't drag a label into a source code. You need a code snippet library. We have the inline block variable type def. You see, if I click on it, you can get a help of what you will get from it. What will I get from a block type specifier? I clicked it, hovered over it for a second, just keep it stationary. You get a pop-up. What's it gonna do? It's possible to edit it, to customize it, make new ones and then customize them, or take existing ones, make copies of them and then customize them. What do we have? We have core data fetch and sorting. If I click here, hover over it, well, that's a big code snippet right there. And it can help a lot when you are quickly trying to build your code here. Thank you and see you next time.